Portuguese, olá, tetum is bom dia, but that's tricky because it's masculine and feminine. French, bonjour, Japanese, konnichiwa. I found that home is really where you have community, where people know you, they accept you for who you are. You laugh at the same jokes, you enjoy many of the same things. Well, the tricky part to that question is that it's one way. And so it implies that you're going to stay there once you get there. So there are many places that I haven't been that I would like to visit. But if it were a one-way ticket, then I would say it would have to either be Singapore coming from the United States or the East Coast coming from Singapore. Well, of course, churches around the world are different. And I remember when I first came to Singapore, but that was 20 years ago, and they had PowerPoint in the church. And I was utterly shocked because in the US at that time, PowerPoint was not being used. Of course, it is more prevalent today. So there are differences, but these are mostly superficial differences. The Bible is the same and the message should be the same. The greatest piece of advice that I would give people, speaking as someone who came to Singapore and walked into a Methodist church for the first time, unannounced, is to get involved with something that appeals to you. It might be a disciple class. That's what I did. And you quickly learn all about other people and how to meet them, and you become close to them. But I think it's good to remember that we come to church to worship and to communicate with God, but it's in community. And we don't come to be entertained. Sermons typically in the US are 15 minutes flat. You're in, you're out. I remember praying about it and asking God to help me focus not on how the preacher was speaking or what was wrong with what the preacher was saying, but to really just open my ears and heart to the Word. And it was really very interesting because it was as if a veil were lifted. From that point on, that pastor did not change, but I changed, and I was more receptive, and I actually heard what the message was all about, and I stopped being fussed about stories that I thought were not funny and rambling. For people who feel they are interested, first of all, of course, keep praying about it, asking God to show you what His will might be. Also, talk to either your pastor or other mature people, Christians, whose judgment you trust and who you would feel comfortable talking to. This is the key thing. You have to be available, and you have to be willing to walk away from whatever you're doing at some point in time. Just keep that dialogue with God going as to, Lord, how would you use me today? How can I help someone in need? What kindness can I do by speaking to another person? And the Lord will present many, many opportunities.